Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys your Pick 3 workout for Pick 3 Wisconsin. Today I'm using a 317 rundown. I want to share with you guys how you may want to pay attention to particular patterns to formulate your combinations. Okay, now I'm going to always give you fair warning. I can't guarantee any hits on this channel or in the membership, so I want you guys to make sure you're playing responsibly. My suggestion will be always play on what? Paper first. Okay, so with that said, we're going to go ahead and get moving. Now, the first thing is I'm using the 317 rundown. Can you use other rundowns? Check them out. Go and backtrack. Okay, right now this is what I like, so this is what I'm going to stick with for right now for Wisconsin. Now, the first thing you need to do is learn how to count these out. I may have some new people that have joined the membership or as one of our subscribers on the channel, and they may not even know how to put a rundown together. So I want to share with you how to do that very quickly. You're going to take the very last hit, okay, that you're looking at. Let's say the 020 hit. And I'm going to put it into the 317 rundown. Now, the first thing I need to do is I need to add all of these numbers down the columns, okay? So the first column, I would add 3. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. I'm only using the 2, okay, when you get to your two-digit numbers. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Only use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10. We're only going to use what? Our 0, okay? Then I would go to the next column. I would add 1 all the way down, okay? And then I would add 7 all the way down. You know that you did it correctly. The numbers you start with should be the numbers you end with. 020, 020. So if something's wrong, meaning that you added something incorrectly, okay? Now, with that said, if you're using the 317 rundown, there's something I want you to pay attention to. I want you to bring your eye to your right side of your rundown. So we're going to start with, I got a few things going on here, but we're going to start with May 11th. Let's start here. You guys had a hit of 873, okay? And you're going to notice here on your right side, you have a 1-1 and a 6-6. Those are your double numbers. Anytime you see a right side doubles, pay attention to the number in front of it. The most important digits I'm seeing, and it can change because I'll show you changes. Pay attention to if it has a 0 or 5 in front of those doubles, or a 7 or 2. Okay, when you see those, you better wake up and pay attention. That means something could be hot on this rundown. Okay, so we're going to take you to, again, we're working on 873 here. We noticed right side doubles. Now, if you see right side mirrors, could this work? Maybe. Careful with that because there could be mirroring involved. But when you see those doubles, eyes open. Okay, so the next thing is I want you to pay attention whenever you see, no matter what this number is, okay, and it could change, but pay attention to your number 7. So that's 2 steps. Whatever number, if this is 0 or 5, remember, 0s and 5s are our friends, as well as the 2 and the 7, okay? Now, some of you may be saying, well, why 2 and 7, 0 and 5? Why do we have to know those numbers? Those are mirror numbers. Really quick, okay, because I have someone on that's new to mirror numbers. You see this 0? The rundown, it has what we call mirror numbers, okay? You see how it's 011 here? It follows back up with 566. Those are mirror numbers. Same number, opposite of each other. This is what we mean. A 0 can be a 5, or 5 could be a 0, like we have here. A 1 could be a 6. 6 can be a 1, like we have there. 2 can be a 7. 7 can be a 2. 3 can be an 8. 8 could be a 3. 4 can be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. So I'm telling you, step 1, see if it's a right side doubles. Step 2, the number in front of it, if it's a 0 or 5, pay attention. But it can also be a 2 or a 7. Pay attention to that. Okay, so those are the digits that you want to pay attention to. Okay, so if you know you look for your 0, you know 5 is going to be your mirror. If you know you're looking for a 7, you know 2 is going to be the mirror. Okay? So that's the next thing. Now I want you to pay attention to your 7s. Okay? To your 7s, because literally the 7s and 2s is where they're having the hits wrap around them. Watch this. Okay? So you notice this 7 here in the corner in your third column. So look at this. So you have a 0, 8, 9. I'm going to write that down. You also have a 9, 0, 4. They can go under as well. So 9, 0, 4 could be an option. Okay. All right. Now, if you're using mirrors, your mirrors, you go to the 2. This is where you need to learn how to do mirrors. You might want to do 5, 3, 4. Okay. And let's see, we have 5, 3, 4 and 4, 5, 9 could be something. Okay. But they may not just stay on the right side. So make sure you go to your left as well. Okay. So the 7 here, you have a 4, 9, 0. I'm going to write that down, which you almost see the same thing. Watch that. Then you have a 9, 0, 7. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You have a 4, 9, 0. Then you have a 0, 1, 0. Okay. On your 2 on the left side, you have a 9, 4, 5, which we have. Okay, that's literally a repeat. But the 7, or I'm sorry, the 2 here will have a 5, 5, 6. Okay, so I would have those numbers anytime you see a double on the right side, you see a 0 or 5 or 2 or 7. Look around your 7s and your 2s. Pay attention to the L shapes literally wrapping around. Write those numbers out and hold them for a couple days. Okay. All right. Now watch this. 890. It did come out. It came out May 13th evening. Came out as 890. You have it here as 089. 089. Now I'm going to tell you something. This number 809 came up again. Go to May 12th. 237. Sometimes they'll come multiple times before they're about to do something. Okay. So we did it here. You see, this was a double, right side double. It had 5 and it had the 0 in front of it. Remember, if it's a 5, 0, 2, 7, pay attention to it. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the numbers again. You keep seeing there's an 890. Write that down. On the other side, you have a 4, 7, 8. Okay. On your 2s, I have 5, 3, 4. 2 up top because I can't see what's on top. I'm going to go around 9, 2, 3. Okay. Then you would do the 2 on the right side. Always do both sides. Okay. Now, if you see them doing one side more than the others, by all means, you use that. Okay. The 2 on this side, I have a 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8, and then I have an 8, 9, 9. Okay. The 7 here, I have a 3, 4, 4. And the 7 here, I have a 0, 2, 3. Okay. Again, you notice what's repeating is the 8, 9, 0 and the 5, 3, 4 out of all of those numbers. See? Pay attention. They're traveling. They're coming down. Sometimes they don't always do that. You may not see them traveling. Okay. But again, the end of the day, guess what hit? That 890. It hit in the evening. But it didn't just stop there. It came right before it was about to hit. Okay? Watch this. You have doubles. 1, 1, 6, 6. This time you have what? A 7 and a 2. You have a 7 and a 2 now. So pay attention. You got a 7 and a 2. Could that be your spark off? Telling you what's about to hit? Could be. So again, we would take the same information. You got 098. Wrap that around. Around the 7, you also have a 904. Okay. The 2, 453, 459. If you go underneath. On the other side, you have a 401, 120. Okay. Your 2s, you have a 675. All right, and a 956. Again, what was traveling that you keep seeing the repeat? That 098 and a 453. Okay. and it actually hit that evening. So you see, sometimes this will travel for you guys, but the whole thing is watch for those key digits. Okay, now here's another thing, excuse me, I want you to pay attention to. You have to pay attention to date sum numbers. Now here's another key thing. Okay, I want you to pay attention to the charts we just looked at. Let's go back to the 873. You notice on the left side it had a mirror. You notice the 237 had a mirror. They all had that 089, right? But they had a mirror on the left side. You notice this 197, it had the doubles on the right side, true, but it also had what? The doubles on the left side. Why do I want you to pay attention to that? Your pop-off number, when it may be rattling to come through, that 890, because that's your date sum number. Watch that. So what's the date sum number? Date sum number is when we add the month and the date together. So if we add 5 plus 13, we're going to get what? 18. The date sum is going to be 8. Look at this. Is this not 8? Letting you know this is about to pop off. So this is what I'm saying about how to read, how things can travel. Pay attention to them. And you'll notice, I told you guys, every rundown is not going to be the same. That's why you need to know if you know that these are sparking off your right side doubles, right? That's the first thing you're going to notice. Then you're going to notice there's a 72 or 05. That's another hot thing you're going to notice about that rundown, okay? Now, to find out when it could pop off, pay attention to the left side mirrors or doubles. You want what? Doubles, because it popped off at the doubles. If you think I'm playing about the date sum number, watch this. Now we're going to go back. We're going to go back a little bit. I know this is a little longer, but I want to make sure I'm driving home a point here for you guys. All right, so I'm going to take you back to May 9th. You guys had a hit of 156. What is the first thing you notice? Okay, now this time, this is where I said there's some trickery here, so pay attention to it. I didn't see a right side doubles, but I did see a left side double with a 05 attached to it and the double 7s and 2s. This is another hot rundown. That's why I wanted to show you that first, because it could pop off differently. Okay, so yeah, they may be switching to the left side. See what the key digits are. See what the key digits are there. Okay, so again, going around those 7s and 2s, we had a 912, right? 912, pay attention. This 912 hit what? 129. Yeah. So we would have took the same steps. Anything wrapped around the 2s, like 912, could have been something. 235. If we go around the 7, 087, 467. Okay. But also don't just do the left side, do the right side, because they can switch. I would go 078. 5. I'm sorry. Let me go to do the bottom. 787. Look at your mirror. I'm still doing that incorrectly. I'm sorry. I'm still doing that incorrect. Hold on. I'm using 0. I need 7. And it happens. That's why I said, let me slow down. So 7, around the 7, we would have 894. On the top of the 7, we would have 078. Now we're going to go to the 2. 523. And under 349. So with this set of numbers, I would have held it for a couple of days. Make sure the left side, in case they want to switch, the left side doubles. Remember, this sparked off doubles, this sparked off doubles. This 192 hit the date sum of 7. Yep, that's when we add it together. 5 plus 12 is 17. 7 is your date sum. 2 and 7. That's why you need to know your mirror numbers. So all these people tell me, oh, I don't believe in mirror numbers. I don't believe this and that. If you would have kept hold of this and you knew there was doubles here on the left, that could be your date sum number. If you didn't want to play all those draws, right? And you wanted to save it for the date sum, you could probably do that. Same thing here. If you don't want to keep playing all of those numbers and you're looking for the left side double, Like it happened right there, letting you know this thing is about to spark off. Now, will it always be like that? Maybe, maybe not. You know how they start switching up. But hopefully, Wisconsin, that will help you. Make sure when you see your 317, first thing, what? Look for your right side doubles. Okay? If there's 7s, 2s, 0s, and 5s, pay attention to the numbers around what? 7 and 2. Okay? And they can always do other things. You may have it where the left side double is a 7 or 2, and it has a 0, 5 in front of that. Pay attention to that. So you have here a couple patterns wrapped into one. And the common theme is what? They're wrapped around the 7s and 2s. That's the common theme. All right? Study. Watch this video a couple times if you need to. I know it was more than my normal because that's the trickery of different states. But hopefully this is clear enough for you to understand. But if you do have questions, you know, of course, let me know in the comments. I hope that this does well for you. Pay attention, okay? And when you're looking for a date, something where you think it could, you want to slam on it, hopefully you can do that. I can't guarantee if they don't switch anything. Look for your left side doubles, okay? Those could be your date some indicators, all right? With that said, good luck, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.